to start. All right, so welcome everybody to another episode of Urbanbella 2. We are still in our summer series where we're talking about the wash and go. Where we're still talking about the wash and go. So each episode here at Urbanbella, we want to show you a different model. And we want to show you different models because everybody's struggles with the wash and go are different. What I may struggle with, or what you may struggle with out there in YouTube land, what Shauna may struggle with, our model Alondra may struggle with, is different for everyone. So we want to just make sure we show you different hair types. So you all may remember Alondra. She was our model for two-strand twisting, the two-strand twisting episode we did this past May, I think it was. If you didn't get a chance to catch that episode, I will link the original episode here. So we're going to just crank right into it tonight, as we do now. Shauna's going to go ahead and get started because the show is only 30 minutes. And as much as 30 minutes does not seem like a lot, it seems like a lot, it really, really isn't. So I'm going to jump right into our pointers. And I'm going to have, do you want to share your fears about washing going, or do you want me to share them?
You can share.
Okay, I'll share them. Okay. So we were talking, when Alondra was our model for two-strand twisting, and I looked at her hair, I was like, oh, you have beautiful hair for doing a wash and go. And she was like, oh, no, I tried the wash and go. It's like a wash and no. So I was like, no. We could really give you a gorgeous wash and go. Let us show you how. I said, definitely want you to come in and be the wash and go model. So a couple things that she shared with us, and I'll fill that in. What I don't want to miss is covering the detail of what Shauna's showing you ladies tonight. So we're doing shine butter. Is that what we have? All right. So tonight, pass me the Cre'Gel, please. I'll Tonight, our product is the Cre'Gel. So again, it will be on the website. You can purchase it. Give us a buzz if you want to just pop into the salon. It is $20 to purchase Cre'Gel. I'll explain more about this momentarily. Would you open up the camera so everybody can see that? Okay, so that's perfect. Sorry, so Shauna, first she put on the shine butter. We obviously love using the Urbanbella No. 9 hair shine butter because it serves as a leave-in. If you're not used to doing a wash and go and you have type 4 curly hair, type 4s tend to have more of a, that's perfect, thank you. Type 4s tend to have more of a very tight, not necessarily tight. Type 4 curlies tend to have hair that tends to be more kinky. The kinkier the hair, the harder it can be to smooth it. And this is one of the main reasons type 4s a lot of times say, oh, I see a lot of folks out there saying type 4s can't do wash and goes. I'm a type 4, Shauna's a type 4. At Urbanbella, we mostly work on type 4 naturals in a textured state. And we do a ton of wash and goes. We do more wash and goes than anything else. So you'll notice that Shauna is using a relatively small section. That's really important. But one of the main things that's really important if you're the type 4 natural, and one of the biggest problems I see is many of you are using products that do not have any hold when you're trying to do a wash and go. Not the best way to go. When your product has no hold, when you put it on, initially it looks good. And I'll hear this a lot. I'll hear people say, well, I did a wash and go, and it was really, really pretty when I first got out of the shower, but that lasted for a couple of hours. I wasn't even able to get through the work day with that. Okay, you're choosing the wrong product, but specifically, you're choosing a product that does not have any hold. The other thing that happens a lot to a lot of naturals is you're using a product that's too creamy. So I'm going to tell you a little something about Cre'Gel. Cre'Gel is a balance of cream and gel. It's the perfect balance because it does give you a lot of, great hold and great shine, but it doesn't leave the hair crunchy. It allows you to really, really work in the product, and it allows it to really, really get into each little crevice. Type 4 hair, when you try to use creamy products, it doesn't get into every groove and nook and cranny of type 4 hair. Because type 4 hair tends to be a little bit more puffy and stay, it puffs up. It opens up a lot more. The hair looks a lot more volumized and thick and dense. And cream has a hard time getting in there on its own. So having something like Cre'Gel gives you that stretch that a cream will give you on a wash and go, but it also gives you the staying power and holding power of the way that your hair looked when you got out of the shower several days later, not hours, not a day, days later. Okay, so one thing that Alondra was saying, just to kind of intersect here, she was saying that one reason she's not real big on doing her wash and go, I'm actually one reason she's not real big on doing her wash and go is because her hair puffs up too fast. She's like, I like the way it looks when I first do it. It's wet, it looks great, but Alondra, how long did you say that would last?
Just a couple hours, the same thing that you mentioned.
Just a couple hours.
Yeah,
okay.
so a couple hours. Yeah.
So I can get out of the way. Okay.
By the time it air dries, it's already full and too puffy to really do anything.
I can hang you with it. So we're gonna switch sides so Shauna can work better. Okay. Okay. So you all just watch Shauna there for a second, and I'll just continue to explain. So one thing, okay, so Alondra's saying that her hair tends to be really, really puffy for a couple hours later. That goes back to what I'm saying about hold. If you don't have proper hold, it's only going to look good for a few minutes. Is that good? Okay. Perfect. I'll stand here. Okay. All right. So proper hold is really, really necessary to fix that part. Another thing too is, let's go back to people selecting products. I know a lot of people like to pick up their favorite product from Target or Walmart. And I ask a lot of curlies, I'll say, what do you use on your hair? And how do you get your, they may ask me, how do you get your hair to look the way it looks? And the first thing I ask them, I say, what product are you using? And I obviously hear I hear a lot of popular things that come out of Walmart or Target, but they always remind me of moisturizers, moisturizing creams and leave-ins. And we make an excellent moisturizer. We make an excellent styling cream here at Urbanbella, and we make an excellent moisturizer. We love them. They're great, but they have their purpose. They really help us more when we're twisting. They help us more with set styles. Where with a wash and go, we designed our 2 gels because we needed more power, more hold. You use more product with a wash and go, so you need something that can go a lot further. And cream really has a hard time moving through the hair the same way a gel does. So that's one of the key reasons why we really recommend going with something like Cre'Gel or either something like our number 54 gel. And I'll explain a little bit more about the difference a little bit later. Another problem for type 4 curlies with wash and goes is your hair just isn't hydrated enough. So one of the big things, so Shauna's about to do another section. I want to emphasize and show you, and even before we're done and we put Alondra under the dryer, notice how much she really, really puts a lot of emphasis on, you're just standing in the camera. I think that's what you're doing. Sorry. And your hand is in the camera too. So let me her face. I'll do that and let them see what you're doing. Notice how much water Shauna's spraying on the hair. She's gonna put water first. And then she's going to come behind that with the Cre'Gel. And she's going to finger comb that through. And I'm going to have her show you how much Cre'Gel she had in her hand just then. You definitely want to put enough product on your hair. You don't want to throw it on the floor like Shauna just did. Put it on the hair. Notice how she's finger combing it through. This particular part is really critical. We were working in really, really small sections and layers. We also were spraying the water. So she's gonna go water, gel, and she will go water again. And the more you use more water based on your hair's thirstiness, your hair's porosity. Type 4 curlies, we tend to have really porous hair. We have to steam condition more. You really want your wash and go to work great? Steam condition often. The only time I'd say you have to be careful about if you're over steaming is if you have like a texturizer and then you're really struggling with a different set of issues. You're not really probably having any type 4 curly issues. But if you flat on a blow dry a lot, you need to make sure you're balancing out your protein level. But if you have questions about that, call us. But very important, plenty of water, plenty of hydration. One thing that Alondra was saying too, when she was talking to us about the puffiness of her hair, she was saying that the puffiness, obviously she doesn't like the puffiness, but Shauna was explaining to her about having hair color that she was going to experience even more puffiness. So if you have hair color, if you love hair color, like most women do, we all love color. A lot of us have said, oh, I'd rather go natural and cover my gray or go natural. Oh, I'm sorry. Shauna's trying to show you how much product she is using. Pull your hand like this. Man, you got to YouTube that. You got yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. That is how much product Shauna's using on a section. Alondra has really long hair and really thick hair. Her hair touches, down past her shoulder. So she's in this area and the hair still drops down and bends. So obviously the more hair you have, the more product you would use. The more porous your hair. If you have color, the lighter you go with color, the more product you would use as well. Back to the hydration thing. I find here at Urbanbella, the number one challenge is product, not having the right product. The second thing after people find the right product is getting their hair in the best condition. The third thing is proper application. Before Shauna pins Alondra down, I'm going to have Shauna show you all how most customers apply and product and doing a wash and go. And we know this because what we will do is we'll have customers come in and we'll say, show us what you're doing. And then we're going to show you what we are doing. And we'll go from there. So you're going to show how clients apply. Okay. That's your demo. Oh, let me show it. Yeah. Okay. So this is what most clients end up doing.
Turn them out a little bit.
Okay. Most clients end up, when they're applying, doing a wash and go, they do this. Is that what you do? You're laughing. Oh, okay. Alondra's laughing. That's what she does. They just flick their hair. Just flick it like that. Now this, I know, Shauna said I just messed up her lovely work, but I need to show people at home what they're doing. This is much puffier than what Shauna put together. So Shauna's gonna re-smooth this lovely masterpiece I just made. But when you do this, what happens is this dries just like that. And this is actually more pulled together than what most of the time we see clients are doing. But this is frizzy on the ends. Can we see this draw at home?
Yes. This
is now frizzy on the ends. So we already have type 4 frizzy hair. You see how big this wash and go is? This is fresh. Type 4 hair that's already got its own frizz, its own kink, its own everything going on. And then when you kind of just flick the product through, you end up with hair that's flicked. Now this is fine if that's the look you're going for. But most people who are coming to us, getting their hair done, wanting it to last, saying I can't get the wash and go to work, are not being smooth about the application. So Shauna's gonna go through, she's gonna add a little more water and show you how to pull that together. And I know we did show the last episode how to get your wash and go to have more, what was the thing that we covered? Oh, how to get it to last a couple more days. We showed you how to clip it down. I'm gonna show you on the other side after Shauna does that. We'll show you, you wanna clip the hair down exactly the same way Shauna has it clipped down now. Shauna, why do you guys clip hair down again before we go under the dryer?
It helps to elongate if you have problems with shrinkage. And it also helps to control the hair if you tend to get a lot of volume. So for Alondra, her hair tends to volumize very easily. She is a 4B, so she gets a lot of volume out to the sides and in the front. And she likes for her hair to stay nicely elongated, somewhat like it looks when her hair is wet. So to help to control that, we are going to clip her hair down during the drying process. So it'll help to keep most of this elongation that you see, and it'll allow her to adjust the volume as she would like from day to day.
also show people on one of your pieces how you would comb through the hair. I know out there in YouTube land, a lot of people say, oh, you know, you want to detangle with your fingers. But polished hair has been combed through. The Cre'Gel makes it very easy to detangle your hair. The gel base that we've created and crafted was designed to make it easy to get through the hair with nice slip, not making it difficult, not getting all sticky on you before you have a chance to really, really finish your entire head. So we'll show one little piece where we're combing it. And we're getting to the halfway point in our show here today. So we're gonna go in under the dryer here shortly. And just to check really quick, do we have any questions from the audience out there? If you all have questions, please look to the right-hand side of your screen, and you have where you can post comments, and our producer Gerard can see them. He'll tell me what your questions are. I'm happy to answer your questions. And everything that we usually teach comes from our salon clientele. So mostly what I talk about comes from their questions, their challenges. So I know that folks are out there still trying to figure it out, still trying to find their way with it, and we want to help you. We want to tell you everything that we know, what helps us here in the salon, because we have a lot of clients who come into us weekly just for the wash and go. They rather we do it, we use our product. They have our product at home, but they just say that we do it better. But our thing is great. We're glad we do it better, but we want you to have a great wash and go all the time. We think it's the best part of being natural. So while Shauna's smoothing that, so just make sure you all are noticing that and see how she's smoothing, pulls the water out. Did you comb a little piece? Okay. I didn't see it. I missed that. I didn't see her comb that. I'll add some comments below when she's combing. Combing though, smooths, stretches, elongates, helps it last and make sure you don't miss any grooves. Type 4 hair, it's easy to miss a groove. It's a lot of them. You got more bends in your hair where your type 3 curlies, they have bigger curls and the bends are bigger, so it's easy to get product on that and make sure you got everything. With the type 4, we got to put in a little bit more effort to get it in there, but then you got that beautiful volume when you do get it. So it's really beautiful if we can get everything in there good. So just to talk about the Urbanbella collection, just in case for those of you who may be watching us for the first time, or this may be the first video you go to. So this is the Urbanbella, look, that's our shampoo. So this is the Urbanbella non-lather cleanser. Just to briefly talk about that, and I'll talk more about product once Alondra's under the dryer. The Urbanbella non-lather cleanser, made with obviously conditioning elements to keep the hair soft. However, 2 cleansers are in there, both sulfate free, really good for your health, good for your hair too. While we're removing buildup and dirt and debris, we're not drying your hair out. The other added elements, peppermint oil, essential peppermint oil, added when the product is completely cooled, and it's the last thing added, so it's perfect. And the other thing, I didn't see that. The other thing also is that you also have the conditioner. And I'm sorry, peppermint and menthol. Gerard's giving me a note, y'all. I didn't see what he said.
I just said question. Somebody's got a question.
Just tell me. I'm sorry. I thought you said disconnect.
No,
That's what happens when you married to your producer. That's what happens.
First question.
We have a question. I'm sorry. Let me answer some questions. My husband producer told me we need to answer some questions.
Okay. For the amount and thickness of her hair as a model, about how many full head applications would she get from one bottle of Cre'Gel, you think?
I would think she would get about 6 to 7 full applications. Forgive me for not being able to give you an exact answer on that. It's an 8-ounce bottle, and I would say how many you're using about. How many ounces did you use for the side? You think right here? That looks like about not even one, not a half. So half, yeah, half. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll say 2 ounces for this application. She will need to redo it again. Let's talk about refreshing, because that's when you really use more of your product, not the first application. It's when you go back. We're going to go into the dryer so she can dry it so you all can see how it finishes, because we got less than less than 15 minutes, but it won't take very long to dry. No, it just looks so shiny. I can't tell that it's dry because it's so shiny. Okay, so she's gonna go into the dryer. Get either one, it's fine.
Now let's sit here and answer questions.
Okay, so, yes, because I do have more tips to give. All right.
That's a sliding door.
It's a sliding door. All right, so I'd say about 2 ounces for her application that we just did. When she goes back to refresh, she will only have to mist with a water bottle the top layer of her hair. And maybe take a tiny, tiny amount of gel. I mean, not even that much in her hand, and glaze over the top and really reactivate the rest. And everyone is different. The higher your porosity, the more you will use. Our gel clients, again, what they really find is that they're able to work with the gel and work with their hair without redoing it for at least, they're getting anywhere between 5 and 7 days, especially with Cre'Gel. Any more questions about that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Another question. Any suggestions on what to do when you have to wake up and refresh?
Yeah, absolutely. So the way I refresh, and I've been doing this for a long time, but my refreshing method is I get in the shower. My hair usually is sticking up all over the place. That's a lot of gray. My hair is usually sticking up all over the place. I let the shower wet the ends and a little bit of this, and absolutely the back, because I sleep while I don't do the bonnet and all of that stuff. I should, but I just don't. But I do sleep on a satin pillowcase. And I take a little bit of my gel when I get out. I smooth it on and I keep going. But you can also clip your hair down at night the way we clipped Alondra's hair down for going under the dryer, and that will really make it look great as well. So you can pin it down and it will be nice and flat. We'll show you how that will look. You can also do a spray bottle. If you do a spray bottle with water, you can do the same thing I was just saying. Spray bottle, mist the areas, and let it, fall. If you're heavy-handed with product, I recommend sometimes even just letting water get in your hands and just smooth your hair. You'll find with the Cre'Gel and the gel, they're very easy to refresh. Yes.
Hello there, Kenisha and Shauna. It's Yvonne from Savannah.
Hey, Yvonne. Hey. Oh, how are you? I see you on Facebook all the time, girl.
It's been a long time. I tuned in a little late. What is the style of product you're using on the model?
Okay, so we're happy to talk about it again. So Yvonne, you haven't seen this before. This is Cre'Gel. So this is a new one we created. You would love it on your hair. I don't know if you're still wearing it relatively short or whatever, but this is a gel. It goes on clear. Very, very nice. Smells wonderful too. But it also has a moisturizing element to it that gives you the stretch that you get from creams. So we were able to marry our favorite 2 things, which is the clear gel whirl with the weighted down cream whirl, and create something that has the shine, the hold. The other one, and if check out our other episodes, you'll see his big brother, which is the number 54 gel. That's what happens when we make a lot of product. The number 54 gel. This one gives the hair, it really holds the curl. But if you have any areas where maybe like your curl tends to be a little loose, this will help give it some curl boost. This one, clients say the curl is fluffier, bigger, and a fatter curl. This one, the curl tends to be a little more constricted. So maybe if you have hair that's already really, really big and you want to control that, you might want to go with this one. But they're both wonderful. More moisture in this one though.
Got another question for you. And I've mixed the Urbanbella Stretch Curl Cream
Okay.
and the gel together to get more of a defined look.
Yes, you can mix them. You can mix any of our products. So if you mix these 2 together, you're going to be really, really heavy on your moisture, really doubling that up. So this is the Urbanbella Stretch Twist and Curl Cream that the commentator was asking about. This one, I find adds more hold to this one. So you can definitely mix them. You're going to get different results. They're all really, really great. A lot of our retail and salon partners that carry Urbanbella products love to cocktail. And we really, really love seeing what they're doing. They have a lot of creative content. We will be extending opportunities for them to come on the show as well and show some of their creative concoctions and different things that they come up with. So we'll continue to show you all that coming this fall.
What is the name of the stylist?
The stylist that's in this one?
Yeah, the one with the hands.
The hands.
Yeah.
This is Shauna, and Shauna is our lead stylist here at Urbanbella. So anything that you get done and anything going on, Shauna's kind of directing that effort with the team. And you can book appointments with Shauna online. If you visit our website, www.urbanbella.com, click on book appointments, and then that'll take you to our salon screen. Click on the blue button that says book appointments, and you can actually go out, book an appointment with Shauna. Her name's spelled S-H-U-N-A. She does most of the education here on the YouTube shows, and also educating our team. So she does that as well. Okay, so let me make sure I get my tips in. We got about 5 more minutes. How's your model looking? We might run a little bit over. Hang with us. We just want to show you how the model finishes. I'm sorry, I messed up my timing when I had Shauna redo that little piece. Last couple of tips. Your product is too light, too watery. A lot of people pick up the least expensive thing on the shelf. It's the least expensive thing for a reason. That's because it's full of water and not enough of the power punching ingredients that you need to make your wash and go really, really work. Don't be afraid to go ahead and invest, you know, and really put the money in your hair. What you get out what you put in. Hope I'm saying that right. We really, really develop quality products here. We have to stand by it. You're coming in to get your hair done. You're leaving here. You go in a couple days. We want you to come back and buy that product. And a lot of clients will come in if they don't know us very well and don't know our product. They go, they get their hair done. They say, I want to see how it wears and come back. That is one of the biggest sellers of our products because they work. We really understand that people are tired of bad ingredients and they're tired of buying things that don't work. You're spending, you know, the same amount of money on something. You're spending more on products that don't work because you're using half of the bottle, half of the jar, and you're buying it way more often. You're using it way more often, and you're putting in way more work. Let the product do the work for you. Let us show you. We do product consultations here at Urbanbella. Call us at 404-255-5022. If you really need to have somebody help you with your natural hair, we're happy to walk you through it. Look in the description below of this video. I've added many details, our phone number, all of our social media. I will add links to other videos. There will not be an episode in 2 weeks. We are going to take a little vacation. So there will not be an episode, but there won't be a live episode, but we will post another wash and go video of another client we filmed a couple weeks ago. Short hair, type 4A curly, a lot of wiriness, and she was struggling with getting her curls under control. So we show a little unique way to work with shorter hair if you're having issues getting that to be defined. So again, just to recap, buy products that have hold. Products that have hold work on type 4 curlies. They work on everyone, but type 4 curlies, absolutely they work. Your product is too creamy for type 4 hair. Definitely, you want to move more to gels, and our gels are really, really soft. Your hair is not hydrated enough. Keep adding that water. Keep working the curl. Keep working the product through. Your product is too light and too watery. When your product is too light and too watery, there's not enough weight to really pull all that frizzy hair together. You can take a lock of hair and it's like all these curls flying off and it's real frizzy. And if the product's too thin, it doesn't have enough punch to really lay and smooth everything out. Then you're working too hard. And then you just have puffy hair when you're done. And then porous hair. If the product you buy does not really do well with porous hair, it's going to end up puffy at the end. I have really porous hair. I have type 4 B and C curly hair. It's really porous. It is really hard for me to growing up comb and work with. So I have always made sure that my products have the right weight. When people say, oh, I love a product, I go in the store and the first thing I do is touch it. And I'm like, this is water. I can't do anything with this. I'm going to be using the whole bottle just on the bang. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as well. So ladies, we're going to put the model back in the chair here in a quick second. And we're doing good on time. So we're going to put the model back in the chair. Let you all watch Shauna finish her hair. Before Shauna finishes, though, we'll show you the clips. Please comment on the video below. Let us know what kind of challenges you're having with your type 4 hair with wash and goes. We are going to be showing you some other creative methods to do the wash and go. Here, we're a fan of literally wash, detangle, run product through, and go. Dry under the dryer if you want to, but we don't. And we don't really even, we personally don't do it. Our clients do. The products were designed for you to air dry. But one thing to keep in mind, your best wash and go does come when you do spend some time under the dryer. It does look great that way. But that's about all. We have a question. All right, what's the question? Yes.
Do you have any products for a Z curl?
A Z curl? So we actually use the gel on the Z pattern. I definitely find the Z pattern struggles a little bit more with creams. So you want to go as clear as possible with the Z pattern, because here's what's going to happen. When I was talking about creams don't work really well on, creams can work well on type 4, but they're not as a general rule. The number 54 gel is going to allow that curl to fall loose. You'll have some clumping. You want some clumping with a wash and go, but it's going to allow you to have that hair that has movement to it. Creams restrict you from having movement. Gels give you that movement, and it will not leave it crunchy and crispy. So if you have a Z pattern, which in a Z pattern means the hair kind of just goes back and forth versus coiling over, definitely try the number 54 gel. It's on our website, so definitely give that a try. Ladies, I'll be putting a coupon code. An incentive code in the description. You'll be able to use that next week. I will email everyone when that's ready. So if you would like to try one of these 2 gels, you'll be able to apply that. It'll give you a discount on purchasing one or both of them. Okay, we have another question. I'm listening. I wish I could hear y'all.
Can you post the full list of ingredients of your product on your website?
Absolutely. We actually are working with our webmaster right now. She's updating that information. We just got all the details over to her. So give us about another week or 2 just to get that project wrapped up. But if, in the meantime, if you want to, listing the ingredients. Yes, I'm sorry. Someone wanted to know if I could list the ingredients on the website. The answer is yes. We are working on adding a tab to the website for every product so you know the ingredients. In the meantime, until we have that there, I am happy to email you the full ingredient deck of our products. It looks like the label, and it's just bigger. So that way you can see it up close and personal. Just throw us an email at info@urbanbella.net. I'll respond and attach it in there for you. And if you want it just for specific products, let me know. If you want the whole for the entire collection, I'll send that over to you. Sure. Yes, next question.
How do you prep hair for sleeping?
We're going to show you that. Give us 1 second. How's the laundry looking? Can we show how we prep the hair for sleeping?
Still a little bit.
Okay. So we're going to wait a minute because her hair is still a little bit damp, and we're not too far into being really late. So if you bear with us, how many minutes? 5. Okay, so we'll take 5 more minutes if you can hang with us, and we'll show you how the hair clips, how the hair's clipped. People still hanging with us? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Warm in here.
Do you have to use a dryer for any of this dry time?
No, you don't have to use a dryer. I don't. I do not get under the dryer, especially in this hot Atlanta heat. No. Now Shauna did get under the dryer. You want to get a little close? Show you washing. So Shauna's gonna get a little close. Turn to the side. Turn this way too. Oh yeah. So this is Shauna's washing go. She said this hurts. She's not even in the camera.
Paula would like to know, is she breakdancing?
You're good. You're good. That's Shauna's washing go. Beautiful. She sat under the dryer today. I'm proud of her. I'm not doing it. Alondra's under the dryer. Gerard doesn't wash and go. We won't make him get on camera though. He does not get under the dryer. He'll steam treat. He will steam condition. Ladies, tell your man you can steam condition. It's good for their hair because I know they're growing it in. Sidebar, while we're talking about the men, I've had at least 3 husbands come in and tell me they use this for cleaning their beard. You got to keep your beard clean, fellas. So if you're watching with your wife, or if you're just watching, you're not telling anybody you're watching, you can use the Urbanbella non-lather cleanser on your beard. They love it. They say it makes it feel really good. It's that peppermint and menthol in there and the cleansing elements, and it keeps the beard nice and smooth, keeps it from being all wiry and dry. Beards can get real scruffy. Let your fellas try your number 7 non-lather cleanser or buy it for them. I love it. We have a lot of men who come in and just pick up product all the time. While we're waiting, do we have any more questions? Real quick, let me tell you all. Urbanbella conditioner. Buy the duo online. We only offer that duo on our website. So please take advantage of that. We don't offer that here in the salon. It's a great way to just save a little bit off, kind of allowing you to try both of those products at a special price. So please try the shampoo conditioner set and definitely try one of our gels. You'll really, really like that a lot.
Which day are you posting the discount code?
I'm going to post the discount code on Tuesday because it'll take us a second to get everything up. And I'll run it for, and there's no expiration on the discount code. So you only be able to use it once. I'm sorry, let me retract that. It will expire. It will expire. It usually lasts about 30 days. So you'll have some time to use it, but I'll post that in there for you. Yes, another question.
Can you share some pictures of hairstyles you've done in your salon, especially the ones that were done with your products?
We do not do a lot of photos, but we do more video. So we try to post more videos of our clients. We will get to posting more photographs. I'm sorry, it's just not kind of one of the things that we really focus on when we're here. We get to talking so much and teaching, but we will snap more photos and start sharing more of those photos probably via Instagram. So I'll work with the team to snap more shots. We do, again, so here in the salon, we do a lot of wash and goes, a lot of twisting. Sometimes a lot of our clients don't like taking photos. So that's one of our challenges. You are always welcome to come by. Do you live here? Do you live in Atlanta? The person asking the question. Can you hear me? Ask her if she lives in Atlanta.
I do have another question.
Okay. I can still answer questions. Shauna's going to put Alondra back in the chair, and we will go from there.
Will you one day make a product in a 12-ounce in the gel?
We'll probably go to a 16 ounce in the gel. It's really new, so I want to just get the word out about the product. Once we have real clarity about, what's the next best size, 16 will probably be the next thing.
I'll do it. I'm with the slide.
Any more questions? Okay, so you're gonna take the clips out.
We can show them how to.
Oh, put them in. I was like, oh no. So Shauna's gonna put the clips back in. And then
where you want to place for showing them.
Oh, what you just did a minute ago. What you had before was fine. Okay, so we have duckbill clips. So while Shauna's placing them, I'll show you what kind of clip it is. You want something that, talks. And notice that Shauna's gonna anchor it. Now, the longer your hair, the more anchors you need. I use 2 anchors. Alondra needs 12 in one section. So I'm gonna turn it to the side so they can see, because notice that she's got it, keeping the hair down. So because when you're sleeping, if you sleep as comfortably as I do, your hair's everywhere when you wake up. It's all over the place. Clipping it down saves you so much time. It's better to clip than to refresh. Because when you have to refresh, you got to wet your hair. And nobody wants to, you don't want to wet your hair every day, but you want to get up the next day knowing you're polished. The reason I'm a fan of clipping it down, it keeps you from messing up the ends. If you're a type 4 curly, pineappling and many other things can be a challenge if you don't have the elasticity and hydration you need. Now, some type 4 curlies, and I've seen those lovely ladies do it, can pineapple and things. I can't pineapple. Pineappling, I'm going to look like a pineapple when I'm done. You good? Okay, so ladies, we do this all the way around. So we didn't do it all the way around, but you would do it here. You would clip here, clip here, clip here, and here, and here, and here. So you would clip the hair all the way around, bonnet if you like, but when your hair is this long, I say a pillowcase, protect the end. You know, you may even have to clip your end to make sure it doesn't kick up or anything, okay? So everybody, you know, that's a good basic thing to do. You know, if we pulled her hair up on the top of her head, it would create more volume than she really wants. She's got plenty already. She's gonna have to, this keeps you from having too much volume. You want volume, you probably should pineapple. So Shauna's gonna style her up. I'm gonna see if you ladies have any more questions as we begin to wrap up our episode. Any more questions?
Yes, I do. Well, not me. This is from somebody else. It's not me. How do you trim the hair?
Complicated to explain because I don't trim the hair. I don't do that part. But I will tell you that we do trim hair from a curly state. So we don't blow dry people. We want what if you're getting a flat iron blow dry in our salon and a trim, we will trim it straight. That's fine. But if you just walked in the door like this or textured, we're going to shampoo you, condition you, detangle you, and then trim your ends. To us, a trim is when anytime we're just kind of dusting and cleaning your ends, and we're taking off, I'd say in that half-inch range. Once we creep past an inch and we're changing your look and shape, that's when we start to say that's really more of a haircut. Now, how we technically cut hair is beyond my capacity to talk about. That's when y'all need to talk to Shauna. And you know, so I'm assuming that's what you mean though. Do we do it straight or curly? So hopefully that answers your question. Let me know if it doesn't, and I can try to be more specific.
Another question.
Yes.
How can you tell what hair type you are?
Okay, so hair typing, and we'll do a video on hair typing, but type 4 curlies. I'll stick on the side. You good? I guess we're tackling. So type 4, okay, so we'll start with type 1. Type 1, I consider straight. Type 2, yeah, I consider to be wavy. It's a consistent wave. Type 3, I consider to be a curl, and type 3 curl is consistent. Every single curl is the same. They're identical. It's got several brothers and sisters on your type 3 curl. Type 4 is going to be a blend of all of them. You can have a little wave, a little kink, a little curl. You may have all kink, all curl, all wave, whatever you may have. But they are not consistent. Each one is different. They're not identical. The other part of it, a lot of people talk about hair typing. They talk about, am I a B, a B, or a C? Type A hair, to me, to us at Urbanbella, professionally for us, the porosity is really low, meaning your hair is very shiny. If you were to shampoo, condition, and just walk outside, no product, your hair would still be falling straight down. Type A curlies are always like, oh, I really can't get my hair to fro. I can't get the volume. It's never big, but it's always very heavy and very silky and very weighed down. But what makes you more of a type 4A or 3A versus like a 2A is starting to look at how your hair kind of behaves around the edges and roots. It will have a little bit of uniqueness. Everything isn't the same and isn't consistent. You have different sections, like this section might be, type 4s really have this. This section might be silky. Then this section back here is really kinky and really, you know, thicker and more wiry and you requires more product. And then in the front, it falls a little smoother and you find it a little bit easier to control and make the front do what you want, and it requires much product. Very common with type 4s. B, so we talked about A, hair falls down. B, hair, if you shampoo and condition, it goes side to side. So shampoo your hair, condition it, rinse the conditioner out, detangle, rinse the conditioner out, just walk around and see what it does. If it goes side to side, you're a B. You find if you're a B, your hair is also more medium porosity, meaning you can get a fro, you can wear it and if all silky. If you wash and condition your hair and put product on it today, it's probably kind of flat and smooth, or lays really clean and smooth. And about 3 or 4 days from now, you'll have a more volumized fro. Very pretty. Type 4C, if you shampoo, condition, do nothing, you got a Lenny Kravitz. You got a sticking, it's a fro. You have an afro when you're done. There is no side to side. There is no, well, it's silky today, it's this tomorrow. It's never silky. You get the biggest and best afro when you're type 4s. Okay, well, B's do get some great fros too, but C's get the ultimate traditional afros. I hope that helps. Does that help?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, ladies. So we're leaving Alondra not quite as volumized and fluffed as some of you may wear. And some of you may say, no, that's perfect. You don't want to overdo it if you're going to give up. Her hair will be volumized just fine when in a couple days. She does not like it to be overly puffed. And so we will not overly puff and fluff her today. I don't think we did. We did the 2-strand twist either. So every time y'all see Alondra, you know we ain't doing over puffing and fluffing. We have to make an Alondra series of videos. So ladies, that is everything for tonight. Thank you for sticking with us another 15 minutes. I keep going over. I'm sorry. I have a lot to tell you. What can I say? This is our lovely model, Alondra, our lovely stylist, Shauna, our wonderful producer, Gerard. I'm Kanisha Hudson with Urbanbella Brands. And thank you all for joining us tonight. Again, check out the description. Tuesday for the coupon code. Both products on the website. You can call us if you need anything, 404-255-5022. If you call me tomorrow and you want the product and you want the discount tomorrow, I'll ship it out to you, but no problem. You can have it even before it goes up. So feel free to do that. That offer stands on July 10th and 11th, not after that, because then you'll be able to get it yourself online. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you all again on our next episode, which will be in August. We're going to take a little small vacation, but we will post videos. And we're always here at the salon. And we, of course, always love helping you with your natural hair. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Visit us at www.urbanbella.com for products and questions. Good night, everybody. Bye.